Hi, we're Dutiful Dough, and this is our video report on our findings and recommendations.
The steeper analysis was used to discover the market opportunity. In the social component, we found that 31% of Australians prefer snacks as they are too busy to prepare a meal. Also, 92% of millennials strongly prefer ethically made products. Regarding to technology, online purchasing is rising, with 47% of Australians buying snacks online more than in-store purchases, and more than half will continue to do so. Also, more than a quarter of them say that they discover new snacks online through social media. Due to COVID-19, Australians are more likely to stockpile pantry items such as biscuits from the economy. Homelessness is also a huge economic issue in Australia, with more than 100,000 of Australians were estimated to be homeless.
What we have found on environmental factor is that sustainable packaging is now becoming more necessary and expected by the customer, placing more pressure on businesses to consider moving away from their traditional plastic packaging to more sustainable packaging for their products. Australia established 2025 national packaging targets in 2018 with the goal of 100% of packaging being reusable by 2025. As for political and legal, ensure the company is meeting legal requirements and OHD regulation before selling the products. And product packaging must satisfy to CCA to prevent any misleading information in relation to product claims and ingredients. Awareness of consumer law and packaging laws is essential to avoid any costly packaging and recalls. And the last factor is ethical. The businesses should ensure workers' right and fair pay to satisfy all occupational health and safety regulations.
As a short-term spike in demand for food and supplies during the pandemic, the biscuit industry has definitely been busy with meeting these. The top leading cookie brands competing with Dutiful Dough are Byron Bay Cookies, Arnott's, Greens, which is led by Kinrise Limited, and Kez's Kitchen. Dutiful Dough is on par with these listed brands as it presents strong environmental and social awareness, supporting our implemented sustainable development goals that will be brought in my section. Against all of these competitors, Dutiful Dough is the first cookie company to focus on ethical approach that targets audience who believes in supporting the social good.
Here we have the Porter's 5 Forces analysis, which will assist with modifying business strategies and marketing strategies for Peter Maran to accommodate to the industry's competitive environment, and in this case, the biscuit manufacturing in Australia. So from our research, we have concluded that the threat of new entrants is medium and decreasing. So consumers in the biscuit market have displayed moderate brand loyalty, and new businesses can cater to more niche and premium markets such as gluten-free products or vegan products that major players of the industry do not participate in. The bargaining power of suppliers in this industry is low to medium, because competition in the flour manufacturing and milk processing industries are both very high, which lessens the bargaining power in the biscuit market. And the bargaining power of buyers is high, because consumer snack preferences can change based on health trends, availability, pricing, and ingredient comparisons. The threat of substitute products is also high, because availability of alternate snack options is available, so from potato, corn, and other chip manufacturing, and bread and cake retailing. Lastly, rivalry among existing competitors is also high, because we do have major players like Arnott's, which takes up 60.3% of the market share, and Kinrise, which takes up 11.8% of the market share.
To enter a market that is already overly saturated with competitors requires difference. Dutiful Dough aims to enter the market being a for-profit business that is vision-driven. Our mission is to create the best homemade chocolate chip cookies you'll ever taste, and you'll get to feel good eating them, knowing our company aims to permanently hire, train, and support homeless Australians. We want to be changing outcomes and destigmatising homelessness. From our market and consumer analysis, we have identified millennial customers as the ideal target audience for our product. Millennial consumer behaviour often tends to purchase from small businesses, locally sourced goods, ethical, sustainable brands, and Australian-made products. Dutiful Dough business model will initially be an e-commerce business-to-consumer model with an online store that will sell directly to our customers. Our vision is to expand and create more jobs and more growth potential for our current employees, create a presence that can't be ignored, and inspire and push other brands to follow in our footsteps. The next slide is a mock of our website that is really important to our business and marketing strategy. Four of the most crucial elements to our strategy include place, production, packaging, and pricing. Dutiful Dough initially aims to find a small commercial kitchen space in the Golden Valley town of Shepparton. This choice was made due to proximity to Melbourne and the pricing of rent. There is also a lot of other food manufacturing in the area, making sourcing secondhand equipment and facilities easier. For our production, we have identified a capacity of roughly 30,000 boxes per year, which is 600 boxes per week and 1,400 cookies a day. This estimate is based off our hourly production rate of equipment. For packaging, Dutiful Dough will be packaged with BOP, biaxially orientated polypropylene. BOP is a recyclable plastic and also the most easily recyclable materials. We have been purchasing through Viewpack, Packaging Australia, and they are also accepted at RedCycle. This offers our customers the best barrier protection during COVID-19 and keeps our cookies in the best possible condition. For pricing, our pricing strategy focuses on break-even pricing. However, due to the differentiated nature of our product, charging a premium price will not only be necessary, but also allows us to assert a sense of quality and care to our cookies. A box of 12 cookies will be $15. However, we also want to be honest with our customers about where the money is going, to hiring, training, and upskilling homeless Australians. Our 5-year plan starts with year 1 focusing on smart manufacturing, creating a workplace and workforce that is compliant with COVID-19 regulations and continuously innovates to improve the health and safety for our workers and customers. We also aim to establish a positive work culture to further understand the needs of our employees, establish partnership with Mission Australia, and further grow our online presence. For year 2, we are aiming for new product development and increases to production capacity, specifically products and packages aimed at sales for small businesses, so expanding our business model from business to consumer to business. Our 3rd and 4th year go hand in hand. Our 3rd will be focused on research and development with an eco-packaging brand to innovate new packaging designs that are commercially compostable. In our 4th year, we aim to further increase our production capacity as we diversify our range, and in this diversification, we will be creating singular packaging. Our 5th year is aimed at getting these singular packaged cookies into Coles local stores across Melbourne. The aforementioned identified production diversification will also require Dutiful Dough to rent a larger commercial space. Our biggest goal for year 5 is to only hire homeless Australians moving forward.
There are legal requirements to follow when introducing Dutiful Dough to the Australian market, and these include trademark applications, food labeling requirements, and food safety handling. So for the trademark fees, there are going to be 2 different ones, one for the product name and the other for the product slogan. So in this case, we have Dutiful Dough and Cookies That Care, both $1,000 each. And for food labeling requirements, under the Food Standards Code of Australia and New Zealand, for Dutiful Dough, the food label is required to include what's on the screen right now. And lastly is the food safety handling fees. And there's a food safety plan and courses that do need to be fulfilled to comply with all state and federal legislation for food safety training. And this includes the food safety plan, the food safety supervisor course, and the food handler course.
To make sure our marketing strategies focus on the right audience, we created this user persona, Olivia, to represent our target audience. She is a busy working millennial, so she relies on snacks as convenient food. As she is socially conscious, she wanted to make a difference by buying snacks from companies that give back to the society. For Olivia, dutiful dough should mean a way to contribute to social good. We have designed a few brand assets to help communicate our ethical business core. The first asset is a slogan, the cookies that care, which signals that we care about the society and people in need. We also developed a page on the website to tell the audience the exact procedure of how we are helping people who are considered unemployable by society. Next, our short-term marketing channels focus on creating brand awareness. For example, we decided to use the train station billboard ad as one of the offline marketing channels because we found that the train is the most popular Australian public transport. People usually spend 12 minutes on the platforms, which makes them highly exposed to the train billboard. Other than that, we also plan on approaching Australian micro-influencers who have up to 40,000 followers on social media to ask them to review or promote our products and our ethical core. This referral tactic aims to spread word of mouth, which 93% of millennials heavily rely on when making purchases. Furthermore, we focus on increasing our loyal customers and sales using our long-term channels such as YouTube cost per click advertising. This advertising channel is chosen because our research found that 54% of millennials consume YouTube content daily, making the platform highly effective for reaching millennials. Besides, we also want to implement another referral marketing once Dutiful Dough has a loyal customer base. This works by giving every loyal customer a unique code to share with a friend to get discount voucher for their next purchase. The referee who receives the code can also get a discount on their first purchase. In that way, every customer is our marketing channel as they are incentivized to promote Dutiful Dough through spreading word of mouth. On average, in our cost-benefit analysis, Dutiful Dough can get almost 6 impressions on every dollar spent on train station billboard advertising and 46 online impressions per dollar spent on referral marketing via micro-influencers. These impressions are essential for Dutiful Dough's brand awareness early on. For YouTube advertising, it can generate Dutiful Dough for a website visit at a cost of 15 cents, and this is scalable depending on the budget. On the other hand, Dutiful Dough will also get 2 sales and 1 new customer every time a referral promo code is shared and used, which comes at a total cost of $10 for discount voucher. These are some marketing communication material we created. On the left is a poster designed for billboard advertising with a QR code for people to access our website to discover our business ethics. On the right is an example of referral code that loyal customers can share with their friends.
We've determined that the ideal selling price for our brand is $15, which we believe is competitive in this market. Fees that would need to be accounted for would be trademark fees for the slogan and the product name, which would amount to $2,000. The food safety handling fees would amount to nearly $400. And finally, the printing and advertising costs will amount to a total of $10,000. In our first year of operations, we expect that we will be selling a quantity of 30,000 boxes in the first year alone. And if you multiply that by the sales price of $15, you can see that we are expecting a total of $450,000 in revenue for the first year alone.
For costing, our total fixed cost would be $463,000, which include rent, marketing, indirect labor, bookkeeping, packaging, and also courier. For our total marketing cost would be $7,500, which is 10% of our current sales. As we are going to expand our business, we are hoping to have 5% growth in year 2, 10% in year 3, 15% in year 4, 30% in year 5, and 35% in year 6. As to break even, we would need to sell around 33,000 boxes or having sales of $505,000.
We as Dutiful Dough believe it is our moral imperative to leave the planet in a better shape than when we found it. As a new business, we have targeted 6 development goals. The first being SDG Goal 1, no poverty. This is where we will be hiring homeless individuals from the local area and providing them with fair wages in order to help lift them out of poverty. SDG Goal 5, gender equality. We'll be ensuring gender equality by requiring half of our staff to be female and requiring that half of management is also female. SDG Goal 8, decent work and economic growth. All wages given will be fair and we will be creating 7 jobs, mostly in regional Victoria. SDG Goal 12, responsible consumption. We'll be partnering with local food banks in the area to donate any leftover food that we produce or is unused. SDG Goal 13, climate action. We'll be ensuring that recycling will occur in every stage of our operations. And finally, SDG Goal 15, life on land. This is where we will commit to buying free-range and RSPCA approved ingredients.
Thank you for watching our video presentation about our findings and recommendations.